Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis, and if anybody's not aware, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at two important legal updates, and one of these updates is with regard to the Supreme Court and FINRA, so stay tuned for that. Before we get started, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. So headline here from Bloomberg: US yields climb as traders lift June Fed hike bets, and we can also see here that the Fed slogan doesn't see case for June pause amid high prices, and also McCarthy is saying a debt deal is close, and once we get confirmation of this debt deal, then obviously we're looking at potential bounce in the market. I also don't expect a further increase in interest rates in the next period, and hopefully that will also be positive as well. So let's have a look at how the market has reacted. We can see in terms of the technology sector here in the heat map, that is faring fairly well. The energy sector is being hit a little bit. Communication services are also doing, but the stock I have had my eye on certainly in the 2023 is Nvidia. We see that is up there just in excess of 4.5%, and I'm aware that Nvidia is also the stock for 2023 that has caused the most damage to the hedge funds and the shorts. So let's have a look at the 2023 returns here. So we can see Nvidia is topping the key stocks with a return of approximately 112%. Then we have Meta, 102%. AMD is also now doing exceptionally well, 64%. Tesla from the low of just above $100 is now bouncing back nicely, up 42%. Amazon and Google, Apple, Microsoft all showing positive returns so far for 2023. Let's start by having a look at the update from the Supreme Court of the State of New York, and this is David Kosani, the petitioner, versus FINRA, who is the respondent, and we can see there was a filing today, and in this filing it states it is hereby stipulated, consented and agreed by and between the undersigned that the pending order to show cause filed by the petitioner, which is currently returnable on May the 30th, 2023, has been adjourned on consent to June the 13th, 2023. Respondent further agrees that it will submit opposition to the order show cause on or before June the 2nd, 2023, with petitioners reply, if any, or on before June the 9th, 2023. So signed there by Mark Basile, and also signed by a representative from FINRA as well. So let's have a look at the post shared by Mark Basile here. And what he has stated in response to this filing is, today there was a filing in the New York Supreme Court extending FINRA's time to respond to the judge's order as expected and anticipated. So no surprises there. So it looks like FINRA are requesting more time. They don't know whether the blue sheet should be released. They don't know whether they can share information. They need to scratch their heads. They need to think about this and think, well, you know, how can we create a better argument to say we don't want to release the information? So they've asked for a 2-week extension, and the lawyers have agreed and consented to this. So because obviously this was expected and this is normal in this kind of case. The new dates are as follows. Obviously we've seen their reply is due June the 9th, and obviously the petition is now due on or before June the 2nd. Return date still needs to be confirmed and ordered by the court. It is now June the 13th, 2023. So the new proposed schedule must be approved by the court, but the above are the proposed dates. So hopefully that should happen. And what Mark has also stated before, that the court usually grants the first request anyway, even if we don't consent. So it's better to consent and give them more time, because FINRA have got a lot of work to do. So let's have a look at a response from Ham, and he stated FINRA need 2 more weeks on the blue sheets. If they were correct, they would have shown them already. They are dead. Good for the longs. This will help all companies fighting crooks. So the crooks we are referring to here as FINRA. And the next legal update here is from Hands of Steel, and the response here is to piggyback off the announcement of Basile. FINRA attorneys also reached out to me asking for an extension of time, which I consented to as well. Before MMTLP community gets mad, consenting to an extension is very common practice between attorneys and given to one another a lot. So I certainly don't think the MMTLP is going to get mad with regard to an extension. So this is normal legal procedure, and obviously FINRA have got a lot of work to do in terms of coming up with some adequate, suitable and considered reasons with regard to why they are unable to release the blue sheets, and obviously I'm sure they're going to need a number of lawyers to come up with a strategy. And the final thing I'd like to share with you is a post that I added earlier today, and this is with regard to Bridge Hydrocarbons. So what I've stated here is Bridge Hydrocarbons is a private company. Anybody saying opposite or is either misguided or spreading FUD, in my opinion. Bridge Hydrocarbons does not have a trading symbol. Private companies with thousands of shareholders can be public reporting, but that does not change their status. They can still be regarded as private companies. The recent Form 10Q that we looked at in the previous video also confirms this. The press release confirms this. We know that obviously George Palikaras has also said that as well, and John Bird has also said that on a number of occasions. There is no such thing as an in-between company that is not private, not public. We don't have a classification as half private, half public. That does not exist. So it's either public or it's private, and Bridge Hydrocarbons without a trading symbol is a private company. If we have a look at here, confirmation from the company themselves have said here, second line down, we are a private oil and natural gas exploration and production company. So hopefully all the imbeciles out there, the argument is now put to an end. A final thing I'd like to share with you here is a shout out to Roger James Hamilton, who's posted with regard to a video that is going to be shared live on YouTube tomorrow, Friday the 19th of May, 10 AM Eastern Time. So remember to check in on this. This is going to feature Roger James Hamilton, Wes Christian, John Birder and also Mark Basile. So the title here is The Short War End Game. So hopefully we will get some good announcements, maybe some positive news and certainly some interesting discussions. And for those of you who'd like to join us in the Discord for live trading discussions and also to get access to our weekly watch list as well as daily stock alerts, details are available in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.